Okay, so I'm just going to keep this short and simple because this is just supposed to be a post CPI update. As we know, CPI already came out at pretty low levels. Yearly inflation rate even dropped 3.3%. Yet despite that, I don't know why this didn't refresh. There we go. The Fed has announced that they're going to keep the rates the same, no change yet. And instead, they've actually projected very hawkish projections saying that they're only expecting one rate cut this year, whereas most people were hoping for at least two. Um, so yeah, the market is reacting very badly to this. Mostly because, yes, despite the CPI was good, it's just the fact that the Fed remains very hawkish. Not only that, but they've also given us projected data for this month, expecting higher data for April. Uh, Once that data comes out next, when is it? Well, excuse me, not April. I mean June. Once that data comes out in July, which would be, yep, there we go, Thursday, July 11. Okay, so the expectations for June are apparently higher, at least according to whatever data the Fed is looking at right now. Um, Now, as for our trades, I did tell you on Binance too that if you had an entry somewhere around the 67k levels, right around here, 67,100 or 67,700, basically just move your stop loss to break even and just keep holding it. Now, in the case that um, the price continues to drop, I don't expect it to touch this level. I expect it to hold at this fib level right here, 68,354, before having a slow consolidation until tomorrow's PPI report. And depending on the PPI report, either it's going to go down or it's going to go up. In any case, if it does go down, your break even, your stop loss is already at break even, so you don't lose any money. Just keep it at that. Okay, it's better to lose than not win at all. Okay, I mean it's better to fuck, I messed it up. It's better to not it's better to not lose than risk losing. Okay, basically what I mean is if you do get stopped out, you don't close any profits. That's okay. Okay, um, but I do have a suggestion if you like is close your like 20% of your long positions here and then keep the rest of the position at break even. So even if the price does come down to your break even price, um, you're not losing any money, okay? And you kept some small profit. And then we can look for another entry again, right around the same levels, if that makes sense. Now, personally, um, I have already closed 20%, somewhere around 69,616. I closed 20% of my position just because I've had my indicator give me several exit long signals, which indicates um, iffiness, basically. Uncertainty here, and it's safe to say that the uncertainty did play out well. Um, but I'm scared because my break-even price is right about this level. This is my entry. If the price action does continue to go down overnight, it might actually stop me out. Um, in case that happens, I'm going to be looking for another late entry on the PPI tomorrow, whether that's a short or a long. But like I said, if you have already opened your position right around the fib level of 67,324, whether that's 67,21 or 67,158, um, just keep your stop losses at break even. If you want to close 20% of your position, close it around this level. It's fine. And then leave the rest. And if it stops you out at break even, you're still in a slight bit of profit. It's fine. We can just look for another entry again at the same level. Makes sense? In terms of Ethereum, Ethereum did go up pretty well. Just it went up just as much as Bitcoin did, 2%. 2.76, 2.76, okay. No, wait, that's Bitcoin. What the fuck? Is that Ethereum? There we go, 2.45%, okay. Now, if you're still in this trade, same thing. Put your stop loss at break even. And for Solana pumped quite a lot actually. I told you Solana is quite the prospect to look at. It already dropped way too much to be just sitting in this position. I told you it's going to pump up massively, and even after the bad news, it's still up by 5%. Prior to the news, it was up by 7.6%. Okay. Um, Now, in terms of Solana, you can also keep the stop loss at break even if you entered at this level, and just write it out. Okay, it's going to go up to 176, and I would suggest closing completely at 176 in the next 2 days, depending on the PPI report, if the PPI is good. Just because looking at the market again, I do not think we'll get back to 189, at least not until maybe the end of the month. Waiting for another report, because we still do have where was it? Okay, the hourly earnings and then the unemployment, the job until July 5. Okay, that's where I'm expecting Solana will go back up to the 189 level. It might reach the higher 170 level, so that's a level, yep, that it could definitely hit this month, but I'm not expecting it to go higher. So just close your position entirely at 176. Whereas for Ethereum and Bitcoin, I don't know. It seems like it might go down for today. Maybe go as low as this level. If it already wicked down to this level, then it's definitely going to revisit it. If not in this candle, in the next candle for sure. Um, Seeing as to the fact that this level is a fib level, 68,354, and currently it's at the fib level of 69,100, 62. Even if it does retrace down here, it's going to consolidate overnight, and then we're going to have another slow uptrend back to this price right here. But this will stop me out. Hopefully it doesn't stop you out. In any case, even if it does go down, small consolidation, like I said, uptrend. Even if the PPI is bad, we're going to have another retracement down to this level, maybe this level here. And then over the next 2 weeks, it's going to be another slow uptrend back into the 70k levels again, just as we had last month. Okay, so nothing too serious. It's just that the integrity of our trade is very fragile right now, or at least mine. If you guys have it opened below 67,700, like I said, the risk is too low for you to get stopped out. As for me, I very well might get stopped out. But yeah, let's take a look at what positions have opened now, so we can have an idea on where our support and resistance levels are. Okay, so 64k still major support as expected. Not much has changed here. Resistance remains at 73,200. This is our sell position, or TP2, I think it was. In terms of spot, the support level remains the same at 65k. Lots of selling positions here at 70, 71, and 72. Liquidity heat map. Let's see what positions have opened. A lot of short positions opened in the last few minutes. We still have a lot of long positions here at 68,500. Hopefully those don't get liquidated. Major liquidity pool at 68k. So this might get tapped in. It's much more closer than any resistance level. So we might drop as low as 68k before having another rise. It's quite possible. possibly even 67,500. Unless you guys have taken my advice and opened positions in these levels, but with like 100x leverage. The only leverage I took was 20x. Yeah, as we can see here, the price is going back up slightly. It's not going to crash. So possibly some consolidation here. Okay, nothing too serious. Just keep holding your positions and keep your stop losses at break even, not lower than that, so you don't lose any money. And we're good. Okay, and for sure gonna give you an update by tomorrow's PPI report.